You know how we do. O O O M G. G. No Diddy, no Diddy, no Diddy, no doubt. No Diddy, no Diddy, no Diddy, no doubt. No Diddy. OMG. Diddy, 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 Diddy. Diddy might get a pardon from the president, like I've been saying. I've been telling and sources from the deadline, I guess, website, they got some inside scoop that the Prez, if when Diddy gets sentenced, if he gets 3 5 years, he gonna cut him loose. That's the allegations going down. And ESPN, pow, fired Shannon Sharp out of there. Well, we already knew that was coming. I don't know why that's a shocker. I'm surprised they didn't do it sooner. But it's a shocker his response. I was like, damn. Not a shocker, but I was just like, damn. That's a damn. Okay. And then the damn NYC shooter man got more information on him. Oh, it's on and popping. So now let's go to the chat. Well, I see we got Andrew, Big Drew in the building. Trump might let him out, and I think he will. I think he will, and people get mad when I say this. I'm a no Diddy dude, but I gotta keep it real. That's what we do on Don Nation TV. We keep it real on the real. We keep it real. Now, where is that? Where is that article? This one's from Deadline. Oh, look at that. Now, Trump is now seriously considering pardoning for Sean Diddy Combs ahead of sentencing. White House official says nothing. Let's see. Let's get to the content. You know how we do. Like the video, subscribe, dude. Yeah, let's start with the Diddy stuff. Let's get to the beginning. Fair use. Fair use. Not the beginning, but this is how, let's do it, Shout out to page six. Page six did a nice job. Um, Trump seriously considering pardoning Sean Diddy Combs. Yes, baby. Let's go. Fair use. Fair use.
Diddy Combs could walk away with a full presidential pardon, according to a shocking new Deadline report. Back in May, Trump teased the idea of pardoning him in an Oval Office gaggle.
You mentioned once in 2012 that Diddy was a good friend of yours. Would you ever consider pardoning him?
I don't know. I would certainly look at the facts. If I think somebody was mistreated, whether they like me or don't like me, it wouldn't have any impact on me.
That was before Combs was found partially guilty in his high-profile 2-month sex trafficking trial earlier this month. Now, Deadline reports an administration source has told them that the president is, quote, seriously considering pardoning the disgraced rap mogul. Combs had faced a possible life sentence if convicted on the top charges at the trial in Manhattan federal court that revealed his twisted preference for freak-offs, grueling, drug-fueled romps in which he watched his girlfriend have sex with male escorts.
Damn. Damn. That's the way to put it, but hey, damn. Woo! Like the video, subscribe. Let's start it over again. One more time. Refresh. Let's start it over.
Sean Diddy Combs could walk away with a full presidential pardon, according to a shocking new Deadline report. Back in May, Trump teased the idea of pardoning him in an Oval Office gaggle.
You mentioned once in 2012 that Diddy was a good friend of yours. Would you ever consider pardoning him?
I don't know. I would certainly look at the facts. If I think somebody was mistreated, Whether they like me or don't like me, it wouldn't have any impact on me.
That was before.
If I've been trying to tell y'all, I seen that. What was that? Months ago. And I was telling y'all back then, I was like, man, and a lot of people like, I don't think so. You don't know politics. No, I don't. I don't know politics, but I know body language. I do security. I know body language, face motions, and energy. You know, I feel it. You know what I mean? Can you feel it? And I was saying back then, by the language he was talking, back then, you know, he hasn't called me. No one has contacted me. They saying Diddy team has been contacting him low key. I don't know. This is according to Deadline. Deadline, damn it. Not me. This article is by who? Dominic Patton. Damn it. He wrote this. Not me. Damn it. Now let me try and put me in it. I'm just recycling what the, what the recycler says. Here we go. Fair use. Fair use, dude.
Combs was found partially guilty in his high-profile 2-month sex trafficking trial earlier this month. Now, Deadline reports an administration source has told them that the president is, quote, seriously considering pardoning the disgraced rap mogul. Combs had faced a possible life sentence if convicted on the top charges at the trial in Manhattan federal court that revealed his twisted preference for freak-offs, grueling, drug-fueled romps in which he watched his girlfriend have sex with male escorts.
Damn.
While prosecutors...
Damn. I still can't get over that, man. That voyeurism, wherever I said, that's crazy, man. How you sit there and... I mean, I can see people probably gonna make skits about it, Saturday Night Live, showing them in the corner and stuff like that. They're gonna try to make them get a comeback. What's up, Tina Doherty? Because everybody wants a piece of the damn pie, man. Everybody wants the piece of the what they call it, the trending topics. You know what I'm saying? Even that Diddy so big, even the president, the world leader, had to cover Diddy. Diddy so big that the damn president of the damn world commented on Diddy. He could have said no comment. You know what I'm saying? And I knew back then when he commented, I said, oh, yeah. He might pardon his man. Santhaman Omen, what's up, Samantha? Let's go, fair use.
Prosecutors were hoping he would be convicted of federal sex trafficking and racketeering. The jury only found Combs guilty of 2 counts of breaking the Mann Act, a federal law making it a crime to transport someone across state lines for prostitution. Other insiders have told Deadline that the verdict has since turned the idea of Diddy receiving a full presidential pardon from, quote, just another Trump weave to an actionable event. The White House said it will not comment on the existence or non-existence of any clemency request, according to a response from an...
Ooh, no response. Uh-oh. They could have just easily said, nah, There's nothing on the table. No response. No, we will not comment. Yeah, see, man, you got to read behind the language. It's right in front of you. You just got to listen and read. Here we go. Let's read the comment. Tina Doherty says, getting ready for the travel from Seattle to Orlando. Safe travels. Safe travels, Tina Doherty. Jean Magnus, 99. They said, he's eight, Treasy. Now, I have zero trust for him now. Okay. Bye. Got to go. Sorry. Peace. Samantha. Peace to the earth and trees. He said, right. T. Bradley, Diddy has tapes on him too. Allegedly, Diddy may have had some tapes, and if they were, they might have been destroyed by now. Or does he have a secret vault of different tapes? Remember, he had sons that was still able to have access to his house, to his mansions, and he had a team. He still had a team that could have allegedly, hid some tapes. We don't know. This is speculation. And it's fun. That's what we do at Don Easy TV. That's why we're different from either different outlets. Shout out to YouTube. We like to speculate. It's fun speculating sometime. This is not real. Oh, this not? It's all in your head. Okay, shout out to you. What's your name? Random Fan. Shout out to you, Random Fan. G Magnus. We can track all data, and for some reason they hiding. Hey man, they hiding something. They think we're stupid. Hey, yeah, yeah, man, yeah, man. Let's listen. Fair use. It's all good. Shout out to Tina Doherty. Fair use.
From an administration official contacted by Deadline. The 55-year-old could spend a maximum of 20 years behind bars, or 10 years for each count on which he was convicted, but is likely to receive.
Woo! Man, the judge could give him the book, y'all. The judge could technically give him the book, but nobody sees that happening. But you never know when it comes to law.
But is likely to receive far less time under federal sentencing guidelines that take into account a defendant's criminal history and other factors. He is more likely to face somewhere between 15 months and 5 years, the range that both sides will eventually haggle over. Combs, who has maintained his innocence, has been.
Well, they ain't gonna be able to haggle. It's all in the judge hands now. Ain't no haggling. Ain't no haggling. It's in the judge hands. Yes, it is. The judge hands. This is from page 6. Go check it out. Fair use. You know what I mean? Fair use, fair use.
Behind bars since his September arrest. He remains at Brooklyn's hellish Metropolitan Detention Center until the October 3rd sentencing. The judge denied Combs' bid to be released on the grounds that he was acquitted of the most serious charges in the case, citing that he posed a danger to the community considering copious testimony about his violent temper. The trial featured sensational testimony from 34 witnesses about Combs' penchant for freak-offs.
35 witnesses. That was a lot of people. That was a lot of people. Let me go to the chat real quick. My boy Trumpy was in that from 15 years ago. That's what G Magnus says. J Young times 300. Someone gon' murk bro if they let dude out. Hey, you never know. You never know. SJS one morbid is giving out emojis. Shout out to you. But can you chill now? You got my attention. You got my attention. J Young 300. Hey, you never know with the powers that be. Woo, with the powers that be. You never know. They probably like, let him out. We can't do him in here. There's too much cameras in here. Yeah, let Diddy out. You never know. That could be a setup. You right. This is all allegedly and speculation here. That's true, bro. They could be like, let him out. We can get him easily on the street. Then we can easily get him in prison. Because he's being watched in there, you know. Man. Sarah Burns said, no Trizzy. No Trizzy. No Trizzy. Fair use.
Off sex marathons, including his ex-longtime girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, and another former gal pal who testified anonymously. The pair told jurors about how the Bad Boy Records founder got them high on drugs and then forced them to have sex with male escorts during baby oil doused sex sessions that.
Damn, doing baby oil. You heard that? Doing baby oil. Wait a minute, I'm gonna get to the comments in a second. What do you say? What they say? Baby oil who? Listen.
Male escorts during baby oil doused sex sessions that sometimes lasted for days.
Damn.
They allege that Combs watched,
Damn.
pleasured himself, and filmed the romps, and sometimes
Wow.
after threatened to release the footage.
Damn, that's crazy. Hold up, y'all. I don't know why it's switching up. I was trying to get to repeat what it was saying. You know me, I like to do that repeat shit, and it wouldn't repeat.
To pressure the women to continue partaking
Let's go
in
back.
his state.
Let's go back.
And then force them to have sex with male escorts.
Listen to
during
this.
Baby oil doused sex sessions that
Damn,
sometimes.
baby oil? What kind?
Them high on drugs and then force them to have sex with male escorts during baby oil doused sex sessions.
Wow. What?
During baby oil doused sex sessions.
What? Which one?
During baby oil doused sex sessions that some. During baby oil doused sex sessions that sometimes.
Wow.
during baby oil doused sex sessions that sometimes lasted for days.
Not
They allege
days.
that Combs watched
Days.
during baby oil doused sex sessions that sometimes lasted for days.
All right,
They allege that.
Let me read y'all something. You know me, I got to get it through y'all head. What's up, Seven Sages? Hey, Don. What's up? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Seven Sages, and everybody out there. Remember, cameras don't matter. And you know what? Sometimes cameras don't matter because, you know why? What about AI, man? AI is so sophisticated right now, y'all, that damn, are we really watching is anything real? Is anything real? Are we being fed information? Is AI really been running all this stuff the whole time? Allegedly, I don't know, man. So yeah, sometimes videos can be crazy, but Diddy sure did apologize when he was caught on that video on CNN. So that one had to be real. He hurried up and copped and pleaded, "I'm sorry for the things I did. I need some help. I was in a bad place." Y'all remember that? Yeah. So that one wasn't fake. But let's go. Baza Monkey, let Diddy out. What? No, that ain't no doubt. Bro, it's full of inner circles, elites versus the people. I feel you. Allegedly. Pride, Miss Walkie. Trump must fall. Damn, people mad at him. What happened? Damn, I thought y'all loved him. Marcus Slate. And you know why a lot of, yeah, it's deep. It's getting deep. Marcus Slate say free him. Free Diddy, no daddy. TikTok brains, we have to hear important stuff twice. Pride, that was G Magus 99. Pride, Miss Walkie. Walkie? Trump must fall. They said it over again. Okay. G Magnus 99. Like, how is Diddy free? No, he's not free. He's stressing. Remember, his team has tried to get him out on an emergency bail hearing and all this. We're gonna see what happens, you know. Didi says, okay, they're saying the same thing. Jihad says, Donald Trump talking about pardoning P. Diddy. Yeah, man, it's been months ago, but they saying from Deadline right here, this article is a whole written article, but page 6, but did a video, breaking it down of what basically, um, the different allegations that Trump team and Diddy's team is talking allegedly. I don't know how true this is. This is according to Deadline. They must got the inside scoop. Sometimes smaller publications can get the inside scoop before the bigger, just like us social media people can have the inside scoop way before the media. So Andrew, time to buy baby oil stocks, like for real. And we got wellness with Frugal Mama. We got wellness, wet, whoa, spin around, hey, wellness, with Frugal Mama in the house, no doubt. Shout out to Frugal Mama in the building. Out of Fort Worth, Texas. Pull up to her fabulous channel. You heard me? Play B. I ain't gonna say your name. Let me smoke you too, man. Oh yeah. Oh no. Diddy. No Diddy play Boosie. No Diddy in here, okay? Seven Sages. Technology is so real. Trees up line and AI too. Yeah, they got different videos of him talking. I seen a video of him kept talking and talking for like 3-4 hours straight in a video. And then after like the first 10 minutes, I'm like, wait a minute, this is AI, man. Ain't no way he just keep going and going and going and going like that. I was like, wow, stuff is crazy, bro. You don't know what's real and what's not. Rack says the diddler. Simon Jackson says, welcome to Earth for real. Man, welcome to Earth where everything is a bunch of drama, man. Gotta be careful. Are we being deceived? Sharice Brewster, good morning to you, she says. Good morning, Sharice Brewster. Good afternoon, good evening, everybody. I am your host with the most, Don Easy TV. And if you can, everybody, put the thumbs up for me. I'm goofy. I know. I know. Gatman G Magnus 99. AI is systematic superpower. We are not prepared. Watch Moonfall. Ooh. Finna get loose. Rise Riri says. Darren Dixon. I listened to the escorts and were saying they were getting it in for days because they were popping pills. Yeah, I got that interview. I'm gonna play that tomorrow. I know exactly what you're talking about, Darren. Yep, that was on Art of Dialogue. It's two of them. I know what you're talking about. Sharice Brewster, Puff Diddy, Puff Daddy, locked up and meeting yesterday with Trump. You never know. You never know. You know the team. Diddy trying to still give out that $50 million package. Like, hey, somebody get me out. Either judge, you gonna let me out, or hey, Trump, do you need $50 million package? This allegedly to get me out. You know him. He's a businessman. He ain't loyal to nothing but money. If it ain't money, he ain't trying to F with you. Blanterson 89. Morning. Good morning. And you that homie out, the alien remember Dylan? I don't know who you talking about. But anyway, let's get to the next segment, which is I'll get him out for 50 million. Let me run to the Home Depot and get my tools. Biblical boredom. Say Grand Rising, Don. Grand Rising, Biblical. You know what I'm saying? Boredom. I feel you. Sharice Brewster. Yes, Trump is working on it. It's getting Puff Daddy out. Damn. Ah, wow. And I can see that happening. I've been saying that's going. I can see that happening, but people was getting mad at me. Let's look at another segment by Inside Edition. Let's go. Fair use. Fair use. Here we go.
Is Sean Diddy Combs about to get a presidential pardon? That's the stunning revelation today from the entertainment news website Deadline. According to Deadline, several associates of Combs have been pitching the White House, and President Trump is seriously considering a pardon. Trump and Diddy go way back, socializing together with Melania at celeb jammed parties. Now, Diddy faces up to 3 years in prison following his conviction 4 weeks ago on the lesser charge of transporting individuals for prostitution. That was considered a victory by his legal team. A Trump spoke.
Yeah, that was a big win, like a month. That was a big win. That was a big win. He was facing 15 minimum just for one charge of ST. And if he would have got two of them, that'd have been 30 right off the top minimum. And then the RICO, he would have faced life off the top. But you figure 15 and 15, 30 years, that was a life sentence right there. He dodged a bullet, y'all. I don't think. And look, Trump would have probably pardoned him then. That's probably why he took this all the way to. He's in that circle, dog. If you just like all these other rappers, I don't care if it's your favorite rapper. If they got pardoned by Trump, man, yeah. Trump on their ass. Trump on their ass. If it's Kodak Black, Lil Wayne, or whoever, Snoop Dogg, whoever, got a favor from him, he owe them. They owe him for life. He got them out of prison. NBA young boy. Y'all better be careful with all these rappers you idolize and you loving. Man, they ain't got out for nothing. You know what I'm saying? You owe that man for life. He need a favor, you better tap dance. Let's dance. Let's dance. Let's dance tonight. You better dance for them. Let's dance. Let's dance. Let's dance. You know me, I dance like a 70s man, because I was born in the 70s, you feel me? You know? All right, let's go to the chat. Thank y'all for commenting. I will try my best to read all y'all comments fast as I can. But you guys give me so much content, it get me laughing, you know what I'm saying? And it get me deep in talking deeper or talking crazy or whatever. Sharice Brewster, I am laughing. Thank you. You laughing, I'm laughing, we all laughing. Walter Peters, thank you, Sharice Brewster, for laughing. Diddy is foul. I think so too, man. Allegedly, yeah, I think so too. Not even allegedly. I think he foul, dog. You know what I'm saying? He been foul since the 90s, in my opinion. That's allegedly, you know what I'm saying? They said Trump and Rudy Giuliani charging 2 million per pardon, Seven Sages says. Hey, that's allegedly. I don't know, but it does sound suspicious. Very superstitious. I mean suspicious, my bad. Very suspicious. Writing on the wall. You know what I'm saying? That's very suspicious. Writing on the wall. Man, very suspicious, man. Blatterson says, let me get a, huh? Do you stay mad? I don't know. Shout out to you. Seven Sages. It may be 5 million by now with inflation. Say add some taxes on that thing. Put some D's on it. throw some D's on it. Throw some D's on it. Final destination. Women lives are easy, period. Oh, here we go. A final destination. That's his opinion. I don't agree with that. I think they have it hard. They gotta go through periods, childbirth, cramps. They gotta go through even when they go through all that, then later in years, they gotta go through menopause. They gotta go through ugly dudes harassing them all the time. Hey baby, can I get your number? Are you married? So what, you married? Is it happily? No, get your ugly butt away from me. Blanderson, 89. Let me get mad and stay mad at you. Keep rolling. You the director. You feel me? Laney Lou. What ain't you talking? What are you talking about? I said, what ain't you? Why aren't you talking about everything from just on Diddy right now? I mean, we can change the topic, we can, but I see this is dominating the conversation, so I'm not stupid. I got 3 topics, but you know how I do it. I go to the flow of the chat, and I don't want to mess up the pace. You know, I want to talk about the other stuff, but if this is dominating the conversation, let's talk. Seven Sages. Lil Wayne was facing gun charges, possible 10 to 15 years. Right. How you, man. Yeah. You know, he said, what's black lives? Only thing that matter is my woman. When he said that in that interview and he pulled out that red ass, I'm a blood, ma'am. Remember that? In that interview, he pulled out a long ass red rag. That thing was like a clown rag. He was like, when this rag gonna end? Lil Wayne pulled out that long ass rag. I ain't never seen a rag. I'm from LA. I ain't never seen a long rag like that before. I don't know what kind of rag was that? I'm a blood, ma'am. I'm a gangbanger, ma'am. I was like, oh my gosh. Why would you do that to that lady? Poor lady who had to interview him, and then they thinking he like her. And they like, no, I'm not like him. I'm different. That's my little cousin, but I'm different than him. Damn. President Trump better not pardon that abuser. Man, Joanna, I hope not. But you know, he feels he been wrong on his own personal, criminal record. So he, shit, I could see him doing it. And you know what? If he does, it's not going to help Diddy, man. He needs to sit for a minute and get cleansed up a little bit longer, man. He needs to come out talking like he's Reverend Sharpton or some Jesse Jackson or something. He needs to be a politician after this, like for real, like, and become a preacher. And he can probably be forgiven and donate and all this stuff. And people be like, oh my God, he found God. And that's the only way, man. Other than that, he come out still trying to be Diddy and all that. That ain't gonna work, bro. he can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Ric Flair. Woo! That's me, right? I love that. I write that. Body count matters. All right, here we go. Let's go. Trump is implicated in all this. When the truth comes out, I'm afraid of what happens next. Man, we don't know what's on epi tapes. We don't know. Shout out to y'all. It's Marcus Lee, old news. Hey, but it's trending again. It's trending again because Diddy's team want to get released. They just put out a statement recently. They want to get released. And they want to get released so bad. They got his lawyer, Mark Aglifiglio. Mark Aglifiglio. You know what I'm saying? At Mark at Philly, we got Mark Allen, Philip, Dilly. Here we go. Shout out to Court TV. They found Mark Akla, Philly, Dilly. Fair use. Hold up. Damn, computer, sometimes this laptop get on my nerves. Damn. Here it goes. I'm sorry, y'all. Fair use. Here it comes. Here it is. Listen.
Welcome back. We're shining our spotlight this morning on the case against Sean Diddy Combs and his latest push to get out of jail. He's awaiting sentencing on prostitution-related convictions. His lawyers just found a brand new motion for bond. So what's it mean? I sat down with his lead attorney, Mark Agnifilo, to find out. With me now, Sean Combs' attorney, Mark Agnifilo. Mark, great to be with you. Thank you for being on the program today. And might I just say I got to...
Agnifilo, I cannot pronounce his name. Diggity, I don't know.
You deliver the closing arguments in the case, and you were an outstanding advocate for Mr. Combs.
Oh, thank you very much, and thanks so much for having me.
You're very welcome. So let's get into this bail package that you have proposed. I read your motion, and you talk about the exceptional facts of this case and how the way the Mann Act is being applied is kind of like one of a kind. Would you walk us through what you mean by that, please?
Sure. So the Mann Act was passed in 1910, and it's changed a few times through the years, but really what it's geared at, what it's focused on, is prosecuting people who make money from the business of prostitution. And that's not the allegation against Mr. Combs. The allegation of Mr. Combs, what the jury found, essentially was that he was a user of services provided by sex workers, essentially a John, for lack of a better word. And the Mann Act just historically hasn't been applied to Johns. It's a financial statute. It's really been applied at people who look to make money from prostitution. And so since that's not how it's being applied here, we made the argument that we have to, under the case law and the statutes in this area, that this is an exceptional reason, and that Mr. Combs should be considered for release on bail because of it.
Mark, I read in your motion you say that Mr. Combs...
Damn. Ooh, that's heavy right there. Let me see what y'all talking about in the comments. Y'all talking crazy in the comments. I had to put homie on time out, man. He was going too far, man. Are you okay? Slow down, man. Worst case says, you mean divorced? I don't know. G. Magnus. Leonardo like him young. I don't know about that. That's allegedly. Lamora Parker. What's up, Lamora Parker? I didn't burst the church, the pedals did. I don't know what he talking about. I see we got some trials in here. Did Diddy start the beef between Tupac and Biggie? Put out the jealousy? Hey man, that according to Gene Deal, his bodyguard said that Suge, what's his name? Rakim and Eric B and Suge. Eric B is from New York. He was the DJ for Rakim. DJ Rakim, Eric B and Rakim. They was a dope group. The God MC DJ. Boom. Right, and he did more than that. Anyway, they was trying to get a sit down with Diddy and Puff, and whatever. Diddy and Puff is the same person, and Biggie and them, and squash the beef. Suge and them was willing to squash the beef, and according to Gene Deal, Puff was like, or Diddy was like, man, he didn't even show up. He blew it off. So yeah, he could have squashed it, but he didn't want to squash it for some reason. You know, to answer that question. Diddy needs to stay in jail, justice for all his victims and Tupac. That's what Kate Monty says. And allegedly, that's why I'm on his head to this day. That's why I'm on his head to this day. You feel me? Because I still believe, yeah, he may have had something in the Tupac situation and the Big situation. I'ma say both, allegedly. Um, did Diddy start? Yeah, I already asked her that. So to sum it up, and I hate to change, but that's just the way it is. We on Diddy, oh well. Um, 101 Carolina. If Trump pardons Combs, we know he's on the epi list. Woo! I don't know, man. I don't know what is the official list, because now that the government got involved, um, and they chose some video of the cell, which I don't believe. I believe that's AI. That's just it's not a fact. That's just my suspicion. That is not a truth. That's just an opinion. Let me make that clear. That is not a fact what I'm saying. Don voted for, nope, I didn't vote for Trump. I sure didn't. I swear I put that on everything. On his first run and his last run, I didn't vote for him. I swear. I just give my opinions, and then I didn't vote for no party, because I believe they both the same party. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel, man. They said somebody, yeah. He drive. Shout out to Marcus Lee. Sharice Brewster, Puff Daddy want to get out of here. Having a baby is younger as well. Oh, yeah. He got the little baby love. Baby love, you know. Damn. He missing her grow up and walking around or whatever, talking. Philip, hi from Australia. So that kid, that has a factor. You gonna miss your kids. That he gonna miss all his kids for sure. That's natural. Paul Fallon, Jay and Bay pay for this. Woo! That's allegedly. I don't know what Paul Fallon, he just made a statement. I don't know how true that is. But Jay-Z definitely distanced himself from Diddy. According to one of his attorneys from the Rock Nation. What's his name? Rocky Taco Pina or something like that. Remember Rocky that got ASAP Rocky off, you know what I'm saying? Off that case. Yeah, he said that they not seeing things eye to eye and all this stuff. Y'all seen that interview? Yeah. I be remembering a lot of things. I don't remember a lot of stuff, but certain things, it registers, it hit me. Seven Sages, was that before or after Hit 'Em Up? I think that was after Hit 'Em Up, bro. I think that was after Hit 'Em Up. Hit 'Em Up was out. The beef was full blown. You know what I'm saying? The beef was full blown because the problem was Eric B from Rakim. He wanted Pac, instead of Pac just going after New York rappers, he wanted the Pac to focus on who. It can't be all of New York, because Pac is originally from New York. So you don't have no beef with New York because you originally from New York. So Pac was like, yeah, you're right, Eric B. I'm paraphrasing what happened, the story. So he made it specifically Diddy, Puff, putting their name out instead of saying New York rappers. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z, Nas. He put the names out. So he can make it distinguished. So then they wanted to squash it after a while, because they were starting Death Row East. So Suge was trying to squash it. This is according to Gene Deal and Eric B himself. They tried to squash that beef, bro, and Diddy didn't want to squash it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he seen money from it. Beef makes money. You know what I'm saying? Because all the, especially if there's some murders and I hate to say it, if there's some deaths involved. Wow. It's a set calculated thought if you think about it. And it's all allegedly, somebody brought it up. I'm sorry if hey, if I offend you, I'm sorry. You didn't vote? Nah, that's not even worse. That's even worse. Well, hey, Hey, it is what it is, bro. I couldn't pick one less of the evil. I couldn't. When I think they both are part of the same system, it's just different views, but they all have one thing in common, and that's to preserve America by any means necessary, whether it turns red or blue. That's just how I feel. That's not a fact. I just feel like whatever makes money, that's where America goes. The powers that be. That is how I feel. Um, what Trump video? The old one, or is there a new one? That's a new one. It's a new one saying, no, that's an old one. That's right, that's an old one. Good morning. What's up, Lois Cox in the building? Lois Cox up in the building. Sorry, she said, I'm late. You ain't late. You on time. You came. And and you here. Shout out to Lois Cox, Seven Sages, Puffy. Not likely to make peace after that song. Pac went nuclear. Yeah, but he told Biggie not to respond though. So it's like, so you telling Biggie not to respond, then why don't you just squash the beef? That don't make sense, right? You told Biggie, you better not say Diddy, Pac name. But then you didn't want to squash the beef. So it was weird, bro. But everybody know Biggie did diss Pac indirectly in metaphoric ways on Long Kiss Goodnight and a few other shots and different songs. What's that one song? If I had two kids, it would be Tupac's. They would be Tupac's or something like that. Anyway, Sharice Brewster agree. Why didn't you vote, Don? Because, man, I just felt like they both are the same. They the same party. They both are owned by corporations. They not loyal to the people. They're loyal to the corporations, whether it's red or blue. They're loyal to the corporations that support them. These elite rich people. That's who run the country, y'all. And the president he's just a representative. This is just my opinion. This is not a fact I'm giving, you know what I'm saying? So no matter who they put in or what philosophy, it's all under the United States of America. You know what I'm saying? So this was all planned. Everybody acting like they surprised of what's going on. Everybody know was about to happen. They all under the tape, bro. Like anything to preserve their salary, they will sacrifice anything to preserve their salary. Think about it. At your job. At your job, the people that make all that big money, when they do the budget cuts, they make sure that their job is safe, but they cut other people's jobs. And they making all the money. But they make sure when the budget cuts come, nobody in the big salaries get cut, but but the people that make a little bit less than them, they whack. So that's capitalism, man. Capitalism, man. There's no loyalty in capitalism when I'm trying to sum it up to you. No matter where you work at. If you're a worker, you can get fired. If you're a worker, you can get what they call it, not fired. What's the other one? Laid off. If you're a worker, you can just get transferred or whatever. That's why Trump won. That's old video in the boom. Don't forget that the labels have insurance on their artists. That's true too. They have insurance on the artists, and the label don't even provide no health care, no 401k, nothing. So when they die, you know who's getting paid. That's true too, Darren Dixon. You are absolutely right. I don't think that's no allegedly there, bro. Like that's been a proven fact. Diddy, first thing he's gonna do when he's out is fill up the padding pool of baby oil and have a slip and slide. You crazy. Shout out to Fleeb, Marcus Lee. Gene Deal said he saw the contracts. Hey, that's what Gene Deal said. He seen the Biggie contract. He seen Puff contract with Biggie, you know. And So just look at the last 50 years. Who's winning? Man, I don't know. The rich people. The rich get rich, and us poor, all colors. You know, we're working to keep these rich elite people rich, bro. You know, yep, the big salaries never get cut, right, Lois Cox? You're right. Look at all them people that lost their jobs. You feeling me, Angela Hollis? Us people that's employed, that's working, we see what's going on. We like, damn. You know, so don't get too high and mighty out there. Anyway, I could be preaching all day. Let me let's read this. Let's go a little bit with this lawyer saying. My bad.
Combs may very well be the only John sitting in a jail right now for his crimes. What makes you...
The only John? I don't respect that, calling Diddy a John. He's not a John. Diddy is the pimp in this. You know what I'm saying? He's not the John. Diddy is the pimp. You know what I'm saying? And the government should have said it simple and plain like that. They should have said he's acting like a pimp. He's a pimp. You know. And that's how they should present it to the judge when they want him to get sentenced. He's a pimp. He's not the John. You know what I mean? He's the pimp. He don't make no money from this. He ain't, you know, all he did was pay him, but he the one that conducted the whole damn thing. His money, him saying, the workers are telling you, he said he would go, he's all right, you know, do this, do that, do this. All right, stop for a minute. All right, cool. Hey, Cassie, make sure when he splash on you, make sure you leave it on yourself so I can get a little bit. Ugh. Yuck. He's a Sean John. That's a good one. Diddy is a Sean John pimp. That's a good one. That's a good one.
You say that.
So we've done a nationwide survey of Mann Act cases, and we're not all the way finished, but we've looked at probably close to 100 cases, and we don't see any other case where a John, you know, the user of prostitution services, is being prosecuted under the Mann Act. There are instances where the user of prostitution services has some kind of connection with the arranger, the organizer, the people who make the money from the prostitution services. But in terms of just being a straight user of services provided by a sex worker, we think he might be the only person in the country.
I certainly see what you're saying and can appreciate the legal.
But the thing is, they don't tell you the backstory of the whole case. You know what I'm saying? With the rugs. What happened? So the judge supposed to just don't remember the rugs that was seized all through the New York hotel when he was staying there just to visit. The hotel had drugs. The Miami mansion had rugs. The damn LA mansion had rugs. What about all those damn weapons? They don't. What about that part? The judge is looking at the whole case, not just, oh, he's the only one in history. But his case is different than the other ones. Way different. This is a pimp that had rugs, guns. You know what I'm saying? Gorilla pimping going on. You seen on CNN tape? Come on, man. Come on. With allegedly UTIs getting spread around, and no, ain't including what other STDs was transmitted. According to Clayton Howard, he said he caught the chlamydia. And then we hearing him may have caught something else, allegedly in lawsuits. The beatings, the bruises. Come on, man. This is different, man. That's why they added the RICO, this extra, so we can see everything. If they would have just charged him with the transportation, they probably wouldn't have charged. If it was just based on that, they wouldn't have charged. They want the world to see everything. And I'm glad this case happened because you got to see, we didn't see everything, but a lot of stuff we seen, especially the freak off parties. We got to see some of the behind scenes. And thank God for some of these damn ex-workers doing interviews, man. Shout out to them. They giving us an inside scoop. And I know I was supposed to talk about Shannon Sharp and all that in the shoot. Hey, man, sometimes the Diddy situation just takes over. I'm sorry, and nobody brought it up. So I'm smart. I read the chat. I read the temperature in the room. I'm looking at stay on this. Yeah, I'm gonna stay on this. Sorry. That means we got more content for later. We got a lot more content to dive in later. That's all it means. Trump has been some of those free calls. That's what John Phillips said. Allegedly, I don't know. Diddy woke up and searched up every UTI and STI. That's testable. That's Fleeb says. Remy Farson, I'm on a train on Toronto now despite all the tariffs in Canada. Shout out to you and listen to Don Music TV on your way to your destination. You feel me? Angela Hollis says Trump was at the Epi parties. You never know, allegedly. Pro Star Killer Illuminati. Check it, bro. All right, let me go back higher. If you were feeling like a pimp, then go brush your shoulders off. If you feeling like a pimp, then dust your shoulders off. Ladies is pimps too. Go ahead and dust your shoulders off. Get me crazy, baby. Get that dirty for shoulder. Get that dirty for shoulder. Got me back in the yard. Got me back in the force. Shout out to Jay-Z. Weapons and rugs together is bad. Right, Lois Cox? Lois Cox up in the building. Angela Hollis said, I feel they got fired through email and phone call. Woo. Diddy will suspiciously leave this life in the next year. John Q. Public. Damn. You think he gonna go disappear somewhere? And the Cerise Brewster says Biggie Smalls want out of NDA. I heard the story back in the day. The beef is crazy. Yeah. He knew that Puffy was robbing him. According to different sources, he knew that Puff was giving him a bad deal. And Puff wanted everything that Diddy that Biggie wrote, and that Biggie was writing for Little Kim and all the Junior Mafia people, and he would put it under Tiana's name, his daughter's name, or CJ's name, or Faith, or whoever, his mama name. He's learned from Diddy. That's what Diddy been doing all these years, according to Mace. Mace said, everything's in your mama name. You remember that video? Everything's in your mama name. Music rights, yeah, man. The music business is cold, bro. And Biggie was about to start his own label anyway, and had his first artist was not his first, but one of his big artists would have been Cameron, So horse and carriage, that shit was dope. Trump and his wife have been to the free. I don't know. Allegedly, John Phillips. Seven Sages. Hey Don, you taking requests for 90s classic rap? Yeah, you know how we do it. Can't believe y'all still talking about this like some simpletons. And I can't help it, man. It's the algorithm. I'm going with the algorithm, Benja. Hey, believe me, I had two other topics. Diddy has controlled the chat. What I'm supposed to do? I'm sorry. I got to keep going with the chat. The chat says Diddy. I'm going to go with Diddy. Hey Don, all that goes out the window when they jury said not guilty on Rico. The judge must only consider what he was found guilty of. I feel you, but if he's seeing all the evidence that's connected to it, why he didn't bail him out then? If that's the case, Seven Sages, why he didn't let him get bailed out? He should have let him out. You know what I'm saying? Should have let him out. But he has some. He knows. He's seen everything. Anyway, let me give a shout out to everybody. Shout out to Lois Cox up in the building out of New Jersey. Yeah. Shout out to Andrew. Shout out to Tina Doherty. Shout out to Samantha Owen. Shout out to T. Bradley. Shout out to Gagmus. G Magnus 99. Shout out to Tina Darty. Shout out to J Young 300. Shout out to SJS1 Morbid. Shout out to Marcus Slate. Shout out to Pride, Miss Walkie. Shout out to Jahad. Shout out to Diddy. Shout out to Andrew. Shout out to Wellness with Frugal Mama out of Fort Worth, Texas. Pull up to her channel. Her name is Wellness with Frugal Mama. She's a member. And Lois Cox is a member. And you can get that green thing too if you become a member. Just join. Push that join button. You heard me? Or follow the link in the description. Shout out to Simon Jackson. Shout out to Rax. Shout out to Sharice Brewster out of New York State. Shout out to Rise Riri in the building. Shout out to Play B. I ain't gonna say good name, man. Shout out to everybody in the bushes. Shout out to Biblical Boredom. Zero. Shout out to Walter Peters. Shout out to Seven Surges. Shout out to B Tanderson 89 in the building. Shout out to Bartanis Ostenus or something like that. Shout out to Laney Lou. Shout out to Matt by Water. Shout out to Darren Dixon in the building. Shout out to Even Final Destination, even though he was trolling. Shout out to Joanna. Shout out to Balky. Shout out to Worst Case. Shout out to Marcus Lee. Shout out to K Monty. Diddy needs to stay in jail. Justice for all his victims and Tupac. Yeah. Shout out to Lenora Parker. Shout out to you. Shout out to 101 Carolina. Shout out to Philip. Shout out to Paul Fallon. Shout out to Jabba. Can't say your name, man. You got some funny names. Shout out to Lois Cox. Angela Hollis. Shout out to Angela Hollis. Shout out to everybody in the damn fleet. Shout out to everybody in the damn bushes. John Phillips. Shout out to John Phillips. Remy Farson. Prom Star. Kill Illuminati. Shout out to Benja. Shout out to John Phillips. You feel me? And everybody out there. As Lois Cox say, take care. You take care too. And shout out to everybody. Seven Sages and everybody in the bushes. Always hard to pick, but the 90s was special. Yes, it was, Seven Sages. Ben just said, case closed. All right, y'all. Shout out to all the baby oil lovers. That's right, Darren Dixon. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Make sure you pull up on me Monday through Friday, 4:45 a.m. West Coast time, 6:45 a.m. Central time, and 7:45 a.m. East Coast time, Monday through Friday. Pull up on your boy, like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, make sure it says all, share me out on all your social media platforms. Lois Cox said, peace out. Shout out to Benja and everybody out there. To everyone on the earth who has real love in their heart. One. Yeah, peace and blessings. All right, y'all. Damn. Diddy might get pardoned by Trump. I don't know. It's looking very likely. Of course, sources are saying by Deadline that they're talking behind the scenes. Diddy team and Trump team. We'll see what happens. All right, y'all. I got to go. I'll see y'all mañana. Love, peace, and happiness. And no Diddy! Oh, yeah. Mwah, mwah to all the ladies. And the single ladies, you get the leggy. Pa-pa! Pa-pa-pa! And the homies, you get the pound. Poop, poop, poop. Uppercut. You know how we do. No Diddy, I love y'all. Yay, yay, baby!